Hey there everybody, this is Evan Rogers coming at you with a super exciting NHK Easy article. This one is not coronavirus related. Isn't that exciting? I don't know if that actually is exciting. It's sad actually because this one's about a girl who committed suicide. This is Hana Kimura. Okay, my phone decided to go off. Hana Kimura. I don't know much about this story, but it was the only one in like the past 3 days that was not coronavirus related. So I figured I'd go ahead and do that one. This is インターネットの悪口をなくしたい政府も考える. Leave it to government to try to take away your right to free speech because someone committed suicide. And I'm sorry to Miss Kimura Hana, but I'm sure she would agree that she doesn't want people to be completely censored. Here we have インターネットの悪口をなくしたい. Okay, so we have nakusu or nakushitai. This is most likely nakusai. So nai this is actually naku, but it's secretly the verb nai, which is actually an e adjective. So arimasu, aru, the negative is nai, and then we're turning nai into an adverb with ku. Let me just do that one more time so you can see that. The verb that you've all grown up to love and learned originally is arimasu, which is also aru. The negative of aru is nai, and then we're turning it into an adverb, ku, not ku. The e turns into a ku because all negative plain form verbs are secretly e adjectives. That's why they are shita. That's why they are shi na i, shi na kata. They conjugate just like any e adjective. Oishikata, oishii, oishikata, nai, nakata, tabe nai, tabe nakata. They conjugate just like any e adjective. They are pretty much e adjectives. Now, the reason why we are turning it into an adverb here is so we can put the suru verb there. This is the verb suru. However, it's in the I want to do form. Shitai, suru, shitai, shimashitai, all that sort of stuff. And when we have an adverb like this, an e adjective with a ku followed by suru, it means decide to do something, operate in a way so as to decide upon something. Something like that. So they would like to make something go away. They're deciding. They would like to decide something to go away. Basically, the best translation is make something whatever the adjective would be. So if we saw like you had some food, if you saw the movie Ratatouille, the boy spills the soup and just starts throwing ingredients into the pot, and then the mouse oishiku suru. He oishiku suru the soup. He made the soup tasty. In the same way, this is nakushitai. They want to make it not exist. So nai is the opposite of aru, which is to exist, to be, to an extent. So they would like to make it not exist. What would they like to make not exist anymore? Warukuchi, insults. What kind of warukuchi? Internet insults. Somebody would like to make internet insults / bullying, basically is what's going on here, go away. And who is thinking such things? Seifu mo kangaeru. The government is also opining / is also thinking, is also considering, something like that. The government as well is considering. We want internet insults to go away. Sorry, Hana Kimura, but let's not take away free speech just because people are mean. All right, so we have the sentence, Joshi Puroresu. I can't highlight it very well when we're at the first one, so I will reverse highlight it. Joshi Puroresu no senshu no Kimura Hana-san ga 23 nichi nakunarimashita. Okay, so nakunarimashita, passed away. So this naku, naru, is different than this naku suru. Although they're very similar, and you could argue that they're the same, I bet a long time verbally they were the same, and then they separated when they were written. Either way, this is naku narimashita. This is to pass away / passed away. Nijusan nichi. Notice there's no ni particle here. We don't really need a ni particle here. We understand what's going on. She passed away on the 23rd. This is most likely May 23rd, because right now it is May 28th. And we don't have any sort of month marker here. It is May 27th in the article. Okay, so anyway, on the 23rd, Kimura Hana-san ga nakunarimashita. She passed away, and she's being described as a Joshi Proresu no Senshu. A Senshu is an athlete or a sports figure of that sort, an athlete. It's a little bit vague because in English we have way too many words for different athletes. And then Joshi Proresu. Joshi is female, woman, or I mean, it can also mean girl, but here they mean female pro wrestler. Pro resu, resura, wrestler. So pro wrestling athlete Kimura Hana died on the 23rd. Kimura-san wa 22 sai de. She was 23. So this de is most likely just we're listing facts about her. So this is just the TAF form in the idea of listing things. Kimura-san wa. So as for Kimura, she was 22, 22 sai de. Hitotsu no ie de dansei to joshi ga issho ni seikatsu suru terrace house というフジテレビの番組に出てました. Okay, so being 22, she was 22, and she appeared, 出てました. So she had been appearing. Obviously, she doesn't anymore, unfortunately. You know, I hope everything, sorry for her family, sorry to everyone. She had been appearing. Notice how it's a past tense, continuous. She had been appearing. She was appearing. I like the idea of had been appearing because it's much more final. Again, sorry. It's final. Detemashita. She had been appearing. Where had she been appearing? Appearing on a bangumi. Bangumi ni detemashita. She had been appearing on a bangumi, a TV program. That's what these bangumis are. Programs, television programs, in case you're not fully on online stuff yet. Fuji Terebi no bangumi, a Fuji Terebi. This is Fuji. It's a channel. It's one of the channels in Japan. The Fuji Television, Fuji TV, over in Japan. Fuji Terebi no bangumi ni detemashita. So she appeared in a Fuji Television TV. This is like, I don't know, CBS or NBC or something like that over there. Toyu. So it is a bangumi that not only is Fuji Terebi, but it is also called something. This U is to say. The to particle quotes what we're saying. And what we're calling it, what we're saying it is terrace house. Apparently it's called terrace house. I looked it up before this so I could have some vague knowledge of what was going on. Terrace house. Terrace house. Toyu Fuji Terebi no bangumi de demashita. She had been appearing in a Fuji Television TV show called Toyu Terrace House. Terrace House, okay? Okay, so she had been appearing in this Terrace House show on Fuji Television, and we're not done modifying this TV show. We are modifying the word Terrace House because we're going to describe what kind of what kind of a show this is. This is a seikatsu o suru, living, when we live. Okay, so when we live, okay? That's an odd sentence to happen. Daily life kind of a living. Seikatsu. Issho ni seikatsu. Living together with somebody. Dansei to josei ga issho ni seikatsu suru. So this is a television, a Fuji television, a Fuji TV show called Terrace House. And then because we have this verb going into this, basically, ultimately, this thing that I have highlighted, actually all of this is going into bangumi as well. Bangumi is essentially being modified by Fuji Terebi with the no particle, Terrace House with the to u, and also Hitotsu no ie de dansei to josei ga issho ni seikatsu suru. So all three of those things basically are modifying bangumi. So it's a bangumi that is Fuji Television, it is a bangumi that is called Terrace House, and it is a bangumi that is Hitotsu no ie de dansei to josei ga issho ni seikatsu suru. Seikatsu suru, living, issho ni, together. Who's living together? Dansei to josei, men and women, males and female, adult males and adult females, ga issho ni seikatsu suru. So this is a TV show where men and women are living together, hitotsu no ie de, in one house. So seikatsu suru is kind of like an action, and thus the location of that action gets a de particle. Maybe in English we'd say under one house, under one home, under one roof. Men and women are living together. And that is how we're modifying the bangumi. All right. Let's try to put all of this together into one sentence. Kimura was 22 and had been appearing or had appeared in a Fuji TV television show called Terrace House, where men and women live together under one roof. Something like that. It's one of those reality TV shows where they put a bunch of people who are trying to get famous by acting dysfunctional. Maybe they're not dysfunctional, but they're acting that way at the very least. My wife loves America's Next Top Model. I gotta admit, some of them are fun, but ultimately it's just people screeching at each other for no reason. You can only watch so much of it. Alright, インターネットには、木村さんが番組の中でしたことや話したことについて悪口がたくさん書いてありました。A long sentence and a little bit of a tricky sentence. I wanted to point out immediately, I noticed this deshita. This isn't deshita. This is deshita. As you'll notice a lot with these NHK Easy articles, these mas forms, or it's not really a mas, it's des, like deshita de wa arimasen. We don't see a lot of those in the middle of sentences, and thus it's a lot easier to pinpoint that this is naka de shita. Koto. The koto being here also helps. We wouldn't all, I don't want to say never, but probably never see deshita followed by koto. All right. Let's go through this. We have kaite arimashita. There had been written. There was written. This isn't passive. This is simply saying that an action that somebody does has happened. So it's a little bit difficult to wrap your head around because there's also kaita koto ga aru, has written, like, but that would be like I have done that before or something like that. I have done that before. That'd be kaita koto ga arimasu. There's also kakaremasu, which would be the letter was written, something like that, was written or is written. Whereas notice how is written is passive, but we would use it as in like it is written here. That idea of it is written here is much closer to this kaite arimashita. It had been written here. It was written somewhere. Okay? The ni particle tells us where it is written. Internet ni wa blah 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 kaite arimashita. There has been something written on the internet. On the internet, blah, 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 was written, has been written, is written. What has been written? Notice how the thing that is written is actually getting a ga particle. Warukuchi ga takusan kaite arimashita. Lots of negative words. Waruguchi means insults, bad stuff, bullying, cyberbullying. Waruguchi ga takusan, plentifully, a lot, kaite arimashita. There has been a lot of insults written on the internet. Nitsuite, about something. These insults are about something. These insults are about things. Koto, we're turning a verb into a noun. Hanashita koto, things she said. And then this ya particle is saying, and we're making an incomplete list. She did things like X, she did things like Y, she did things like Z, but other stuff as well. So there have been written on the internet plentiful, a lot of bad things regarding stuff she said. The subject is she, Kimura-san ga. Things that she said, hanashita koto, and also things like stuff she did, shitakoto, stuff she did inside, and notice the de particle because it's inside, bangumi, okay, let's just go bangumi no naka de, in the episodes, in the TV show, de shitakoto, stuff she did in the TV show. So on the internet, there has been written a lot of negative things about a lot of insults about stuff she said and, things that she did on the show. That would be a good translation for that sentence. All right, next. 警察は木村さんがインターネットに書いてあることを見て悩んで自殺したと考えてます。This is the sad story. If you're being bullied on the internet, and this will sound like I'm just being a jerk, the internet sucks for the most part. Like, there's like 10 good things about it, honestly. Like, you can look up anything you want to. You can watch videos. That's fantastic. You can learn Japanese. If you're being bullied on the internet, just, I mean, for the God's sakes, just turn it off. The vast majority of Twitter is garbage. The vast majority of Facebook is garbage. I mean, let's just be honest with ourselves. Most of what's on the internet today sucks, except, learning stuff and enjoying videos and things like that. Let's just be honest about the internet. A lot of it is garbage. Just turn it off. Go jogging. Just go jogging. It's just so much better. Trust me. Put on some earbuds. Go jogging. Way better. Oh no, some guy said something mean. If you're in high school, guess what? You're probably never going to see these people again in your lives. I've seen like two. I married my high school honey bunny, so I got lucky. But aside from that, there's like almost nobody in my life that I know from high school beyond social media. Anyway, I'll stop trying to be the daddy here. Okay. と考えてます. They have been thinking. Somebody has been thinking. I already know what the answer is. Who is doing it? 警察, the police. 警察は blah, 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 blah. と考えてます. They have been thinking something. This to is telling us what the quote. It's like a quotation. It's quoting what they're thinking. I'm thinking that. The word that in those kinds of sentences, she's thinking that, he said that, he said that she ate a pizza. That is the to particle. That is that to particle. I'm dumb. All right. They have been thinking, they were thinking, they are thinking, something along these lines. They have been thinking, 自殺した. So she committed suicide, and this is interesting. Well, I mean, sorry, grammatically it's interesting. For some reason, they chose not to underline the de here. That's not a de particle. That's the de of the te form of nayamu. Nayamu is conjugated, or whatever the term is, agglutinated to nayamu, inflected to nayamu for the te forms. This is nayande, so being troubled. The best way to call this would be being troubled. Omotte kurushimu, yeah, shinpai suru, worrying, atamida. Yeah, being worried over, being scared over, being troubled. She committed suicide. So the police are thinking that she committed suicide, being troubled about something. What did she do to be troubled? She mited. She looked at something. Oops. One of these days. She mited. What did she mite? She mited kaite aru koto o. The stuff. So koto is stuff. Kaite aru, that was written, that has been written. The stuff that was written o mite. Looking at the things that were written. Nayande, she got troubled, she got worried, she got anxious, and jisatsu shita, she killed herself. To kangaitemasu. They're thinking, the police are thinking that she committed suicide after having been troubled. She got troubled having looked at the things that were written internet ni on the internet, Kimura-san ga. Okay, I feel bad talking about this, but I wanted to bring this up. I wanted to look at this because it's not coronavirus related, and also, your freedoms are being attacked so much that we got to protect the First Amendment as best we can. Keisatsu wa, because it's a wa, it's kind of the super subject, and so it gets the sentence final verb. Kimura-san ga is the baby subject, right? The thing that they're quoting is this, right? The actual sentence is keisatsu wa kangaitemasu. The police are thinking. What are they thinking? Honestly, this is less important than the fact that the police are thinking. Obviously, without this chunk here, the sentence is basically worthless. But grammatically, the police are thinking blah, 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 blah. The meat and potatoes of the sentence is actually the police are thinking. What are they thinking? They're thinking, and then because it's not the meat and potatoes of the sentence, so to speak, it's the subordinate clause. That's why the subject generally will get a ga particle inside of there. So Kimura-san is the one who mited. She is the one who nayanded, and she's the one who jisatsu shita. The keisatsu are the ones who kangaitemasu. Okay? All right, sad story. We're going to call it there. I will record the next one immediately following this, and see you soon. Have a happy day. Sorry to Miss Kimura. Very sad. She was 22. That's very sad. Just get off social media, guys. It's not worth it. Peace out.